Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game and has gone down in NBA history for his incredible skill. Over the course of his 18-year career, he played center for the Houston Rockets and Toronto Raptors, leading the former to back-to-back championships in 1994 and 1995. Beyond the 7-foot frame, here are 10 things you didn't know about Hakeem Olajuwon. He didn't play basketball until age 15. Hakeem Olajuwon's journey to basketball greatness is extraordinary, largely because he didn't start playing the game until he was 15 years old. Born in Lagos, Nigeria on January 1963, Olajuwon grew up playing soccer as a goalkeeper, which built up his agility, footwork, and hand-eye coordination skills that later helped him tremendously on the basketball court. At around 6 feet 6 inches tall by the time he was a teenager, his height attracted the attention of basketball coaches, and he was encouraged to try the sport. When he began playing, Olajuwon quickly realized his natural talent. He moved to the U.S. to play for the University of Houston, where his skills developed rapidly, and he led his team to 3 consecutive Final Four appearances. Known for his incredible footwork, refined from years of soccer and his dream shake moves, Olajuwon became a dominant player in the NBA. Olajuwon translates to always being on top in Yoruba. The name Olajuwon, given to basketball legend Hakeem Olajuwon, has a deep significance rooted in Yoruba culture. The Yoruba people, primarily from southwestern Nigeria, have names that often carry profound meanings or reflect aspirations and blessings for the individual. In Yoruba, Olajuwon can be roughly translated to always being on top or a person who brings wealth or prosperity. It's derived from the Yoruba components Ola, which means wealth or honor, and Juwon, meaning higher than, above, or superior. Together, the name implies a sense of elevation, success, and prominence. Hakeem Olajuwon, whose full name is Hakeem Abdul Olajuwon, exemplified the spirit of his name throughout his career. Known for his graceful yet dominant play, Olajuwon became one of the most skilled and respected centers in NBA history, renowned for his footwork and shot-blocking ability. His achievements, including 2 NBA championships, an MVP award, and numerous All-Star selections, reflect the essence of always being on top, as he consistently excelled at the highest levels of the sport. At first, he was not highly recruited to play at the university level in the U.S. Hakeem Olajuwon emigrated from Nigeria to play basketball at the University of Houston, but was not originally a highly sought-after recruit. In fact, he was initially offered just a visit to the university to work out with the coaching staff based on a recommendation from a friend of the coach who'd had seen him play. He demonstrated his impressive skill, and the rest is history. When he first traveled to the United States in 1980, he was relatively unknown in the basketball world. He had applied to play at a few U.S. colleges, but his size, raw athleticism, and inexperience meant that he wasn't highly recruited. However, he was eventually discovered by the University of Houston's assistant coach, who saw his potential despite his limited experience. Once he joined the University of Houston Cougars, Olajuwon quickly transformed his game. Under the guidance of Coach Guy Lewis, Olajuwon became a pivotal part of the team's success, leading them to 3 Final Four appearances and helping establish the Phi Slama Jama era with his high-flying dunks and fierce defense. The last player from the losing side to win the NCAA Tournament Player of the Year award. Hakeem Olajuwon is indeed the last player from a losing team to win the prestigious NCAA Tournament Player of the Year award, an accomplishment highlighting his extraordinary talent and impact on the court. This award, given to the most outstanding player of the NCAA tournament, is generally awarded to players from the winning side, as their team's success often enhances their individual achievements. However, Olajuwon's performance was so exceptional that he earned the honor despite his team's loss in the championship game. During the 1983 NCAA tournament, the University of Houston team advanced to the championship game, where they faced the North Carolina State Wolfpack led by coach Jim Valvano. In a shocking upset, NC State won the game at the buzzer, a moment that remains one of the most iconic in NCAA history. Despite the loss, Olajuwon's dominant performance throughout the tournament was so remarkable that he was named the most outstanding player of the NCAA tournament, a rare feat for a player from a losing team. His skill in shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring led the Cougars to the finals and left an undeniable mark on the tournament. Olajuwon was drafted over many of the greatest players in the NBA. He was drafted in 1984 with the first overall selection to the Houston Rockets, and was picked over the likes of Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and John Stockton. Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest centers in NBA history, was drafted first overall by the Houston Rockets in the 1984 NBA Draft, one of the most talent-packed drafts in basketball history. His selection came at a time when the Rockets were in need of a dominant big man, and Olajuwon, fresh from an impressive college career at the University of Houston, was the obvious choice. However, this draft would soon be recognized for the array of legendary players selected after him, making his top pick a significant part of NBA lore. Although the draft saw other Hall of Famers emerge, Olajuwon lived up to his top billing and went on to become one of the most decorated centers of all time. Olajuwon became a very successful real estate dealer in Houston, Texas. Olajuwon owns several major buildings in downtown Houston and the surrounding area, and is very involved in his business. He decided to pursue real estate due to his love of architecture. During his NBA career, Olajuwon developed an interest in real estate and began purchasing properties as a way to diversify his investments. His strong sense of business, combined with the high earnings from his NBA career, allowed him to start buying properties in prime locations across Houston. What started as a side interest quickly became a second career, as he bought, developed, and sold numerous properties over the years. Olajuwon's approach to real estate investments was methodical and centered around Houston's rapidly developing areas, such as downtown and midtown. He focused on acquiring undervalued properties that had the potential for appreciation due to their location or potential redevelopment. By adopting a patient long-term investment strategy, Olajuwon was able to buy low and sell high, amassing significant returns. He's known for his personal involvement in the real estate deals, relying on his knowledge of the Houston area and its economic trends, rather than depending on outside advisors. Continues to work as a personal instructor for aspiring NBA players. Hakeem Olajuwon, widely regarded as one of the greatest centers in NBA history, has continued to share his basketball expertise by working as a personal instructor for current and aspiring NBA players. Known for his legendary post moves, agility, and defensive prowess, Olajuwon's experience and skill set make him a highly sought-after mentor. His training focuses primarily on footwork, post moves, and court awareness skills that contributed to his own success, including 2 NBA championships with the Houston Rockets and his status as one of the league's all-time leaders in blocks. After retiring in 2002, Olajuwon began working with top NBA talent, imparting his signature moves and techniques in private sessions. His iconic move, known as the Dream Shake, is a staple in his training sessions, teaching players how to create space, read defenders, and execute efficient low-post scoring moves. Olajuwon has worked with some of the NBA's best players, including LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, and more recently, rising stars like Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo.